Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Boogiepop Phantom. We're on episode 10. New art just dropped. We finished versus Imaginator. It was really fun, especially the latter half of the art. I really enjoyed it. Will it be the last time we see of Imaginator? I mean, I guess that Imaginator at least, but seems like it can like respawn again, according to Boogie. No idea what this art is called, so we'll just jump into it. But yeah, I mean I'm excited. Uh, I think like a couple of nights ago I got a little stun lock because I'm surprised. I knew this was a little low key this series, but I didn't think it was actually like underrated because there's a lot of people that don't like it. I mean, I obviously I can't really comment on the accuracy to the light novel because I've never read it, but like some of the reviews, I mean, I thought I was going insane, but then I realized, it's just my anime list, right? It's not, I would say it's probably like at most like 20% of anime viewers. It's not like a majority or anything. So, but still, like I remember one comment was like, "Yo, in the book there are 6 POVs in the first arc, and we only had 3 episodes." And then I'm like, "Yeah, well, in the anime, whose POV did we see in the first arc versus Manticore? We saw Takeda's, the boyfriend, uh, Suma's, Nitoki, Kamishiro, the blonde girl, Nadia's, and Masaki's. Hey, look, that's six. There's six too. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. And there's one was like, uh, yeah, this show has like bad animation, bad editing, um, bad storytelling. I'm like, I mean, I can't really speak on animation. I feel like it's fine, but there's some stylistic choices where they don't go like they use like minimal detail, especially on people. But editing, excuse me. I mean, everyone likes the soundtrack, so not that uncommon on that. I'm glad, but editing is pretty slick in my opinion. I don't know. Anyways, I was like, huh, I didn't really think this series was so like controversial for being like what I consider like really great. I feel like this is a theme on the channel recently. Uh, but we've been watching Rings of Power, and I'm not saying Rings of Power is necessarily great, but it's like good. It's good to the point where the hate for it seems kind of weird because it's like at least a decent series, even if you don't like it. Um, and there's one other thing. Oh, the Ghost in the Shell season. I think that's also underrated, dude. But I think this is like the best out of the three, and it's well, to be fair, I think this is still more like positive than the other two, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's good. But on a more positive note, I also recently learned that Kara no Kaioke, at least the light novels, were inspired, or at least took a lot of inspiration from the light novel series of this, which may be the reason why I like this series so much. Because Kara no Kaioke is like actually my favorite anime. I haven't read the books, but it's my favorite anime, so that's cool. But anyways, just wanted to say that. I might dedicate like a section to the review on that because I don't know, man. I feel like there might be some like there definitely is some real criticism, but some of it just feels like gatekeeping from light novel fans. Same with like Rings of Power's gatekeeping from Tolkien fans. It's just kind of whatever to me. I don't know. I don't love that that side of things. But yeah, let's start episode 10. Uh we have yeah. 23 minutes 42 seconds, and at the end of the episode we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll even look at some more voice actors to we'll get a new cast, I guess. But yeah, let's start in three, two, one, go. Oh shit. It's red. Is this the moon? It's echoes. Maybe. Aliens? I actually think that is echoes. The voice, the grunt sounded the same. Oh, I was talking, so not like that goes. See, like moments like this, it's low detail, but I think that's the purpose, right? It is Echoes. Okay, so future. I guess Echoes never saw Boogiepop, besides that one time. They did meet once. Scarecrow. I wonder if we're down at that Boogiepop backstory. But that's just surprising to see Echoes again. I really didn't think we'll see him again, to be honest. I guess he didn't die, just went back to space while killing Masaki. Or brought Masaki with him, at least. What if Masaki's still alive, dude? That'd be crazy. There's Imaginator. Rip in peace. Feel like we gotta see her again, though. But it seemed like she was saying her goodbye. Now that I think about it, though, it does have the Terno Coyote feel. Or I guess it should be the opposite. Terno Coyote does have the Boogiepop feel, huh? Like stylistically too, even. That's cool, man. Maybe we'll see the Naji fight scene in, if this is like a flashback. Maybe they fought when they like first met. Oh, detective. Oh, he's a private detective. Oh, she looks cool and evil, but cool. Pigeon. Her name's Pigeon. Teretsuki. Oh, Toa then. Okay, so it's a synthetic human. And they're both synthetic humans? Or at least she is. Okay, they both are. Teretsuki. Mm. Interesting, we're diving more into them. I mean, it made sense. They are very mysterious and we're like a side villain. Okay, so he's Scarecrow. MPLS. I don't know what that is. Okay, something like Oskai, I guess. Or Toka, I guess. Huh. So he's the CEO of that company. I see. Too much power, I guess. Philanthropist. Observation and experiences all around the world. Identify the origin of human intelligence. Find out it's coming out. Okay, kind of. Hmm. Okay. They're trying to recreate humans, I think, just for the preservation of the species in general. It's a dope ass hospital too. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Boogie? Not Boogie. Smud like Boogie. Ooh, hot. Oh, it's Tiny Nagi. I didn't recognize her. What the heck? Oh, she must be younger for sure. Some Nagi backstory too, eh? Oh, Agi could be a special human too. Oh, smooth, smooth animation. Okay. Possible new target with Nadi. Is he down? Put it in though. We'll put our spotlight on Nadi. The fact that Spooky didn't know who Nadi was too makes me think that maybe the organization doesn't know who Nadi is. Naoko. Who's Naoko again? Is Naoko Kamishiro? Or no? I think she is. Oh, be a detective? Oh shit. Based. Huh? As she would be paranoid. A lot of enemies against her wealth. Oh. Aw. They're friends. Oh. Oh. I mean, it made sense that she's strong. I mean, it didn't really say outright that she's stronger than average, but we knew she's good at fighting. Pinky. Oh, we still don't know, man. It's suspense. No murder. Oh. Oh shit. He's based. He's helping Naji. What? So a bid. So a little time skip, huh? A drug to help Naji, maybe? Oh, so scared. Oh, he's zooming. Holy shit. All right. See what happened. Oh, oh, electric cat. Or he has some sort of electric abilities. And they all seem enhanced physical abilities. Why didn't Spooky get one though? Oh, he injected her with a drug. That helped her, I think. Oh, forced it. Oh, Tota? Oh, good one. Oh, oh, he was trying to be the superhero, eh? Boogiepop? Good one. Booty? Hmm. That's the nurse or Daddy's mom. Oh. Da, 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 da. Okay. Backstory arc, maybe. I assume it will continue, just in the form of talking with echoes, which is interesting. That was a good story, man. I feel sad. I like Scarecrow. I like his design, man. I love that messy detective look. Really fit with him. Let's a little voice actor chat. Is he there? I hope he's there, man. Yeah, Naoto was Kamishiro. Okay. So they knew each other for a while, eh? Oh, there he is. Kurata Shinpei. Miyauchi Atsuhi. We'll check him out, I think. Mr. Scarecrow. Very short repertoire, but. I feel like that episode was pretty easy to digest too, besides like, the little time stuff they did in the middle of it, but yeah. So let's start with the review. First off, we did a little prologue. Are they on the moon? Not it doesn't it kind of looks like the moon, but it's like there's a bunch of fucked up like debris on it and the sky is red. So maybe it's just like a different planet. But yeah, Echoes is back and he's talking. Maybe he just couldn't talk because he was on Earth or something different. Um, I didn't expect to see him there, or I guess Boogiepop on wherever this is. We're just trying to call it the moon because it looks like the moon, but it's also making me interested. What if like Masaki somehow survived? Wouldn't that be crazy? Because he did kind of just get sent with him. Um, I don't know though, probably not, but. And then they lead us off into this prologue where we meet Scarecrow. Um and we're going back to uh the Toa organization. They were kind of antagonists, but briefly. Or like side antagonists of the verse Imaginator arc. And one thing that sticks with me is the fact that Boogie Pop doesn't consider them enemies of humanity. At least that's what she said in the Versus Imaginator arc. I wonder why. They do seem kind of like. I mean, I guess they're not technically enemies of humanity if they're actively like trying to preserve humanity, right? Or the world, not humanity, because Boogie Pop's protecting this world, which includes humanity. But at least from what I understand, what Scarecrow is saying, like basically the organization is investigating what makes humans human and like what future lies ahead of them, and using this knowledge they're making synthetic humans, and I think they're trying to master recreating like a perfect human, and I think it's all for the preservation of humanity, because then the future of humans is uncertain. And I think that's like, it sounds like pretty positive. They are doing fucked up stuff by like testing drugs on people without knowing and stuff like that. But all in all, if that's the reason why Buddy isn't like trying to actively like stop them, then it kind of makes sense compared to like again something like Manticore or Verse Imaginator that wants to like Like Manticore, is actually like an alien form. It's just there to destroy humans. While versus Imaginator, we don't exactly know what she wants to do, but she wants to change the foundation of the world. While Boogiepop wants to obviously preserve it, and the Toa organization in some ways also wants to preserve it, I assume, if that's what we can take from that. But we get introduced to our new character, Scarecrow, aka Kurata Shinpei. Again, like his design, cool, messy detective look, private eye. And we also meet a new character, Pigeon, and they're both synthetic humans. Pigeon's design is pretty cool too. Cool hair color and design. She seems to be a bit higher up than Scarecrow at least, because she's giving him orders. And again, we kind of learn about uh, a little bit of the structure of the Toa system too, because they're investigating forgot his name, CEO of the bid company, who I'm guessing they're investigating him because he's gained too much power, but he's gained that power for the Toa organization to keep them secret or fund them or whatever. Um, but just because he's gained this much power, he's being constantly watched, and as a private detective, you assume Scarecrow's pretty good at his job, so they're sending him to look around. And these are all synthetic humans. Those are fake humans. We don't know like how exactly they're made or what does that entail. And I assume these are all like better, even though this is older. These are all better synthetic humans than something like Spooky E. I forgot what Spooky referenced himself. He said like, "Oh, I'm a true one, unlike I'm an original, unlike you," to Aya. But he looked fucked up, and he didn't have like because it looks like each of these synthetic humans, at least in this episode, had the well, we don't know their powers per se, but they had like enhanced physical ability where Spooky E's like physical ability was actually just trash. So I mean maybe they don't have powers though. I mean he Scarecrow did something with his hat, but I actually think it wasn't a power or an electric ability. I think his hat was just special. So, anyways, um, so we got a little montage of Scarecrow looking for dirt, looking if there's anything happening with the CEO and his organization, and it led to him finding out that he made a huge donation to a hospital which contains Nadi, who um who is evolving apparently. We learn a little bit about child Nadi. Didn't recognize her for a second. Um this is her dad died 4 years ago, so she's definitely young. I mean we knew that Nadi was older than Tota, because Tota looked really young in this one. But yeah, so he recognized her as evolving because Scarecrow's main job is to find humans evolving, and obviously, um, the organization would love to study them because that's one of their mission, right? To find out what happens next, what's the next step in humanity. Um, and I wonder if the CEO guy knew that Nagi was evolving and put her in this hospital exactly just so he can secretly observe her evolving. Um, Outside of like the Toa organization's eyes. Maybe that's why he's traitorous. But we don't know that yet. So they create kind of a friendship. Obviously, Nazi's in a lot of trouble just because people are after her money. She inherited his estate and his book rights and stuff, and we know her father was a fairly successful author. So, and apparently his agent, which is now her agent, has been stealing money, which he helped take care of, which is cool. It was just a young not Kamishiro. Didn't even recognize her because she's in her this natural hair color. Because she's more of a blondish, and when we see her in the Manticore arc, um, which is cool to see. Feels bad that she's dead, but I guess it also emphasizes how important Naoko was to Naji. how like deep their friendship goes, because they were friends for a while then. Then they kind of have a deeper talk. Nadi's super suspicious because then people are just trying to steal her wealth. When she's a kid, she can't fully understand all of this. Um, and then Scarecrow talks about what he wanted to be. Like he says his dream was to be a superhero, not bound by law, and I guess also like helping people. Um, I guess without the like bound by law, I think is more in reference to being bound by the Toa organization. Because as we see, if they deem them like traitorous or stuff, they don't get sent to the jail. They just get killed because they're synthetic humans. And I'm sure that to be a synthetic human, they probably have a different way of living. Like I don't know if they can just live off food and water and stuff. That's why they're so attached to the Toa organization, I think. Um, and then he finally gets a confirmation that she is evolving because she has super grip strength. I mean, it was never shown that she had like um unhuman levels of physicality. Like we saw she's a good fighter in in the last arc. And I thought that was just it because Masaki was also a good fighter, but I don't think he's evolved either, right? So, but he gets confirmation that she's involved, and instead of reporting it to the tourist organization, who would, definitely like probably capture her and do experiments on her, he, just spurred on by her words, perhaps, takes matters into his own hand and tries to become a superhero by stealing a drug from the Toa organization that apparently it makes humans evolve, and I'm sure it's unstable, if you but he's at least hypothesized that injecting it into Nagi would sort of counteract each other and neutralize it. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. He might have just done something crazy because it sounds pretty complicated, and I don't know if Scarecrow really is specialized in that field, but it's the heart that counts, right? Then obviously the organization has sentenced him to death and sends Mr. Glasses Man, who's a knife expert. We don't really know if he has any powers either. They have a brief fight where, well, Knife Guy could have won. His lucky hat has stopped him, and he already injected Nagi. So, but there also seems to be a little side plot happening with the spooked nurse who got spooked, but it seems she has some of the serum too, and maybe she'll become a player in this arc. I don't know if she works for the Toa organization or the CEO guy, but she does have some of the drug. Um, but Scarecrow doesn't make it. He's too wounded, and he meets young Boogiepop without a name. I guess she gets her name from his description of her. You can even like hear it in the words too. And his description of her was really fun. Very, very, very good conversation. I do love that kind of dialogue now. I do like the little flash of stuff happening, Pigeon erasing the data while like, zooming into the 2 cups of coffee. Um, she might be sad about it or conflicted about it because they did seem kind of friendly. Kind of though. I didn't really get the sense that they were great friends, but she did love his coffee. And of course, the nurse playing with the drug is interesting too. And the assassin comments on his face, but we don't actually get to see his face. I'm assuming it's like a relieved face. Um, so maybe Boogiepop put him at ease when he died. Honestly, it was a pretty sweet story. I feel like the emotional highs were pretty good. The action was fun too, actually. The brief action. Getting some surprising Nagi backstory too. Even though we didn't really get too much of Boogiepop, I feel like we learned more about the Nagi situation. Um, while she was like lost as a youth, eventually she's kind of like a superhero now. I think in the Manticore arc, she says that she's not normal anymore, and someone has to do the job of stopping these unnormal stuff happening. So maybe she's kind of taking the mantle of a superhero from inspiration from Scarecrow. There's a lot of possibilities. But yeah, good epi, good epi. Before we finish it off, let's look at Scarecrow's voice actor, Miyauchi Atsuhi, 1969, huh? Very low repertoire, but I did enjoy his performance. I think it went well with the character. I guess we can just say like everything since he's like in not a lot of stuff. Adami no Shira Yuki Hime second season. Any Adami no Shira Yuki Hime enjoyers? I don't know what that is. Ardanavis movie Ryusei no Obligato supporting character. New movie? Oh, it's not out yet. Oh, it's a compilation of Bane Dream. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's in Bane Dream though. He's not an idol. He's just a guy. Of course he's Scarecrow. Any main roles? Looks like he's more of a supporting guy. Oh, he's a main guy in Hana Yakanari Wada Ichizuke Kino Tograph 2012 OVA. Let's like something. That's okay though. You know, there's good supporting actor roles. Not just main supporting. He's from JoJo Part 5. He's Sio Cioccolata? Is that how you say it in Italian? He's also Sumimura Masamori from Takeshi 2006. What is this? Never heard of that in my life. That's his most favorited role so far. Actually, no, Cioccolata from JoJo is. Um, Mac. He's Niji from One Piece, the blue-haired guy. Yeah, that's about it. Not a lot of roles, and he's pretty old. But maybe he does like other stuff. Or, you know, he's just... I mean, he'd have to do other stuff, right? He's also an actor, I guess. Visual voice guides. Does he like do like acting? Asian, shut the Asian wiki. Oh yeah, well, not a lot. And he hasn't acted in a while, but he was in some dramas and movies, but not in a while. Let's see voice acting roles. He was oh yeah, he's Lich the Eddie. Wait, why is he in like stuff that they don't show? And maybe this is just a better site to look up voice actors. I mean, I guess some of these are video games. Apparently, he was in the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Japanese dub. He was Hulk in the Japanese dub. He was in Ghost in the Shell Arise, but they didn't show it in my anime list. Dude, my anime list taking away comments from voice actors and having incomplete voice acting like credits, you know, maybe I might have to stray away. I don't know. It's kinda sad. Might have to find another outlet because you know, not giving the respect I want to give to the voice actors. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Strong start to this new arc. I'm thinking it's going to be all bad story, but maybe not. Maybe we'll go back to the present and it was just a one-off thing, and we'll now explore what the heck Echoes and Boogie is doing in like some foreign planet, maybe. But yeah, anyways, as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't subbed, and I will see you next time on some more Boogiepop. Peace.